What's going on, you guys? So, the big fight is this weekend. Wilder Fury 2 is going down. Finally, the first real fight of this year, 2020, is finally happening this weekend. Now, this fight, it seemed like the promotion kicked up for this fight in the past couple of weeks. It seemed like the promotion kicked up for it. I really, really hope it does well for these guys' sake. You know, this is the best fight and the best, and it deserves to do well. You know, shout out to both of these guys for putting it on the line like a real fight is supposed to. You know what I'm saying? This is what real boxing is, people. Whether you feel that these two dudes are two big, awkward, clumsy dudes, these are two of the top heavyweights in the world. And they mixing it up with no problems. It was none of this Wilder Fury fans going back and forth in the public or back and forth on these social medias or these forums and shit. None of that. The fight just happened. You know, they told her they was going to have a rematch, and now it's finally going down. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is, man. Shout out both of these dudes. I really hope that the pay-per-view, hope they reach their goal, what they're trying to obtain in this pay-per-view market. You know, the thing is with Tyson Fury and Wilder, I always felt that Tyson Fury would be Wilder's toughest test just because of his elusiveness and his speed and his size. So I always felt that he would have gave Wilder his toughest fight, and I was right. You know what I'm saying? But now we're going to see who's going to be the victor once and for all. I do feel that if Deontay Wilder stops and knocks out Tyson Fury, I do feel that Fury will not want to go on with a third fight. I feel that he will go ahead and just say, you know what, I'm done boxing. Because let's be honest, Tyson Fury been out in the public talking about life after boxing, and he's been doing a lot of that talk lately. Talking like, oh, I got so many fights left, and, you know, the end is nigh for Tyson Fury. And that's the vibe I'm getting from him. But yeah, man, how the fight go play out, ooh, it's tough to say. It's tough to say. Now, my fandom is with Deontay Wilder, of course. He's one of my favorite fighters, so I'm going to be a little biased there. But I always felt that Tyson Fury would have been his toughest fight to date. Just because of his style, just because of his size, his speed. Tyson Fury can move very good for a guy his size. It's almost just as an anomaly as Deontay Wilder is. The fact that this guy's 6'9" and he can move so well, so light on his feet, you know. He moved real good for a guy's size. He got real good eyes. He could see these punches coming. Of course, in the heavyweight division, they may not be the fastest guys, but it's fast enough. And Tyson Fury been coming out saying that he's going to be really aggressive. He's going to go for the knockout. He's going to make it a war, slugfest, things of that nature. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. It could be, but I'm not sure. You know, he changed up his camp. He changed up his trainer. You know, he made a lot of adjustments in order to prepare for Deontay Wilder. You know, now I'm hearing from Eddie Hearn, this is what Eddie Hearn said. You know how Eddie Hearn like to do when these fights happen. He like to kind of throw some shit out there. But this is what Eddie does. Bob told his ass to grow up and shit. It's funny. They always going at it. But he said Tyson Fury ain't been doing too good in camp. He had a bad camp. He said his weight is bad, his stamina is bad, and he said he hasn't been doing no sparring because of that cut. That's what Eddie Hearn said. He just threw that out into the universe. Eddie Hearn just a little sneaky bastard, boy. I swear. You know what I'm saying? It's almost funny at this point. I'm not even mad at it no more. That's just Eddie Hearn. He's going to do what Eddie Hearn do. He is like the youngest promoter out there. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to do some things that may seem like this be like a little bit immature to some guys. You know what I'm saying? But that's what Eddie Hearn do. Yeah, Tyson Fury, man, if he goes out there try to lay on Wilder, it could be an ugly fight, man. Because I think Wilder, I really feel that we seen the best Fury had to offer in that first fight. I think that was the best he had in that first fight, man. I don't think he could duplicate that again. I don't think he could repeat that again. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder, he's not going to come out the same. He's not going to be chasing him. If you know Deontay Wilder, he's more of a guy who he fights better when a guy's trying to pressure him, coming to him. He fights better that way. But not when he's trying to do the pressuring, chasing a guy down and shit. He looked ridiculous. Like he had a fucking blindfold on, swinging for flies and shit. It looked terrible. Okay? Like I said, I'm a Wilder fan, but I'm going to be objectively honest here. He looked fucking terrible. He looked absolutely terrible. And then Tyson Fury, by him showboating, making it look like he was doing more than he was doing, razzling and dazzling, it really gave people the perception that Fury was in total control of that fight. Tyson Fury did a good job of really just making it look like he did more than what he was doing, man. And that's what I was noticing. He did a lot of showboating in the fight. And if you look at the final punch stacks, according to Comedy Box, I know a lot of people say Comedy Box is bullshit, but he only landed about less than, I want to say no more than 12 punches than Wilder did. It was probably less than that. You know what I'm saying? So he was just in there showboating, and it really made it look like he was in control. Because let's be honest, when we watch the Deontay Wilder fight, what we look for and what we used to seeing is him hurting guys and getting them up out of there. You know what I'm saying? But Tyson Fury's up in there with a killer, just showboating, like he was just total control, like he wasn't intimidated, worried out, and that really could sway the judges. But Tyson Fury's winning them rounds. Even the rounds where nothing was happening in, he won it. You know, and Deontay Wilder cannot make this same mistake. It seemed like he wasted a lot of energy, you know, swinging for the fences like that. He wasted a lot of energy. And then Tyson Fury, he started looking bigger and bigger and bigger as the fight went on because he was just a bigger man anyway. And Wilder was probably losing weight as he was missing all them fucking punches in that fight. Losing even more weight. He came in at 209. He probably was about 200 pounds by the time he got to the 11th round because he was missing all them damn punches. You know what I'm saying? But Tyson Fury, I don't know if I don't know if he could replicate that. I don't know if he could do that again. I think that was it. In real life, that fight would have been stopped. Okay? If a guy was out cold like that, breathing heavy, veins in his head shaking and shit like that, or you trembling, whatever the fuck he was doing, the referee would have stopped it. But nah, Jack Reese, he made a judgment call, and here we are today. You know, speaking of Jack Reese, he pulled the plug on this one guy last weekend with his 1 second left. Go figure. But Jack Reese is just so inconsistent, man. They need to really investigate this guy. You know what I'm saying? On one end, he may be trying to make good judgment calls for boxing. You know what I'm saying? And now we got a great rematch rivalry going on. At the other end, you could have pulled the plug on that fight in real life. Will Tyson Fury is really hurt, and you may let him get up and shit, and he ends up getting killed by getting stretched. Anything could have happened that night. But here we are today. I think that Deontay Wilder, he's going to be a lot more patient in this fight. I don't think he should be too patient like he was against Ortiz. You don't want to be too patient against Fury because Fury is going to do a lot of showboating, a lot of razzling and dazzling, and that's going to really start to sway people's perception of how the fight's really being played out. So he's going to have to really, I think he should work the body a lot more. The key for Deontay Wilder in this fight is to work the body early, with jabs to the body, hooks to the body. Whenever you get close to him, just hit him to the body, straight right to the body. I want to see how that straight right to the body. I want to see how that straight right to the body looks when you see somebody's fist coming through somebody's back. So I want to see how that looks. I want to see Deontay Wilder do some straight rights to the body, and then start working ahead as the later rounds go. But work that body, work that body, work that body. Hopefully that's something he's been working on in camp. And for Tyson Fury, what he should do is really, it's hard to say. Tyson Fury has a lot more ways that he can really win this fight than with Wilder, if we're honest. Tyson Fury, he could just hit and hold. He could box and run. He could possibly make it a big, ugly slugfest. He got the reach and height, weight advantage. He got the size advantage totally. He has everything. He has more advantages in this fight than Wilder has. Wilder has the power advantage. But Tyson Fury has the skill advantage. He has the height advantage. He has the reach advantage. He has the weight advantage. He has almost every advantage he needs. He got all these guys in his corner, all types of shit going on. So Tyson Fury, he should be well prepared for this fight, depending on how that cut hold up. It's hard to say what type of approach he should bring to the fight, though, against a guy like Wilder. You don't want to, because Wilder, who he fights best against is guys who come to him. You know what I'm saying? He's not necessarily good when guys chase him. You know, when he got to chase guys. When guys come to him, that's when he does best. He's more of a sniper. So that may be a bad idea for Tyson Fury to kind of pull up on Wilder, and he might get stressed like Brazil did. You know what I'm saying? We all know Wilder can hit you one time. He can hit you on the forehead and put you down. So that's dangerous. That's dangerous. That's playing with fire, if you ask me. But if he decides to box and kind of make it somewhat like the first fight, he could possibly run off with a decision. I think that was it. I really do. I really believe that was it. And I do believe that Deontay Wilder will come out in a rematch much more prepared, a lot more patient. But I don't think he should be too patient. He don't need to be too patient to the point where Fury's still in there just stealing rounds. You know what I'm saying? He don't really want Fury to be out there stealing rounds. I know Wilder don't worry about rounds, but you don't want Fury to be out there stealing too many rounds because he's a guy, that's what he do. He's a point fighter. He's a boxer guy. So he's gonna go out there and steal rounds. You got to put in that work early. Work the body. That's the key for Deontay Wilder. Work the body this time. You got all that fucking power in your hands. You find a guy that's that damn big with that much body, hit him in the fucking body. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. I really hope that's something they've been working on. I want to see how that straight right hand look, punching somebody through the stomach, and you see a fist coming through somebody. But I want to see how that look in real life. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how that looks in real life. Wilder should be working the body early on in this fight to make his night a lot much easier. Make Fury slow down to where he can land that big bomb. Because let's be honest, Otto Wallin, he do things that Wilder just don't do. You know what I'm saying? Otto Wallin was willing to, that's just his style. Styles make fights. So Otto Wallin was a guy that was willing to really take some, to really get up in there in Fury's real estate, get up in his phone booth with him and make it real ugly. He was really willing to do that, and that's something that he normally does. Wilder's not necessarily that type of guy who fights that close like that. He's not necessarily he could punch you and knock you out from up close, but he's not necessarily a in fighter, a close quarters fighter. He's the guy that keeps you the end of his jab, keep the end of his punches. So, I mean, straight rights and jabs to the body early on will be key for Wilder. Whenever Fury engages in the clinch, you hit him in the body. Whenever you get a chance, you hook him to the body. And keep it real clean and don't make it look so sloppy and don't miss. You know what I'm saying? Don't throw them big bombs missing no more. I don't think we're going to see that again. Wilder probably watched that fight several times and he probably slapping himself all in the face. Because he looked like a damn fool out there. Like he had a blindfold on, swinging at flies. You know what I'm saying? That's what it looked like. It looked crazy. But I really do believe he's going to win this rematch. I think he's going to win within 6 rounds. I'll just say this. My final prediction for this fight is Deontay Wilder within 6 or cut. He's going to win by cut. He's going to win by doctor stoppage. They're going to stop it because that cut go open back up. It ain't even been 6 months yet. You know what I'm saying? That cut ain't really fully healed. There's no way it possibly could have. It was a cut is about as big as side of his fucking face. And yeah, Wilder's probably going to win by cut or he's going to knock him out. That's just my prediction. Now, it'd be horrible for Tyson Fury if he got cut back open and knocked the fuck out. So he might want to just pick one. You know what I'm saying? But Tyson Fury still could very well win this fight. I just don't know if he can. Just because of the fact that he's switching up so much prior to going into this rematch. He switched up so much. Maybe you need a change. Maybe not. Maybe you need to stick with what you got, and that's all you can do. You know what I'm saying? Because what's switching to Sugar Hill within how many weeks was it? Not even that long. What's that going to really do? What's that going to do? What's that really gonna do? When you switch trainers, you need more time. If he's gonna switch to Sugar Hill, he should have did it before he fought Tom Schwartz. That way they can get some camps in together. If that was the case. But then you kicked away your little homie Ben Davison, and now who knows what may happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that was the right move by Fury. He's putting his fist in Petro. He's doing whatever it takes to beat this bum, this Dasa, in Deontay Wilder. He's doing whatever it takes. The guy that's considered a bum. Said this is a message to all the fans out there that be hating on Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury's doing all kinds of shit to beat this man. Okay? So he clearly isn't some type of bum. You know what I'm saying? Make that make sense to me. This dude's doing whatever it takes. He's going to get the adamantium skeleton put in. He's going to get the Cyclops visor so he can shoot lasers out his eyes. He's doing whatever it takes. He's going to find the Dragon Balls to make a wish. He's going to do whatever it takes to beat Deontay Wilder, people. It should be a fun fight, man. I may go live for it. Tune in. Come by, stop by, see your boy doing. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about it as it goes live. See what y'all really know what y'all talking about. And we're going to, I don't know, man. Whoever wins is going to be the king of the heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be honest. These are the 2 of the best heavyweights in the world right now, and whoever wins will be the king of the heavyweights. But yeah, man, tell me what you guys think. Who do you got winning? I might go live for the fights this weekend. You know, for the Wilder Fury fight, go live so we can chat it up while it's going down, so we can talk about it live. And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm excited. You know, I can't wait to see how it goes down. I do think Deontay Wilder's going to walk away with the victory, though. I just don't see anybody really beating him right now. I just don't see it. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.